When I was a kid, my mom and I made this deal. I was allowed to take 3 mental health rest days every semester, as long as I continued to do well in school. This was because I started my mental health journey when I was only 6 years old. I was always what my grade school teachers would call a warrior. But later on, we found out that I have trauma, induced anxiety, and clinical depression. This made growing up pretty hard. I was worried about a lot of things that other kids weren't, and school got really overwhelming sometimes. This resulted in a lot of breakdowns, panic attacks. Sometimes I was super productive, and other days I couldn't get anything done. My name is Ayla Sangia Wunumea Yusuf from MTS Ummusshabri Kendari. This is how we're prioritizing mental health in school. Ladies and gentlemen, this was all happening during a time when mental health was being talked about as much as it is now, especially youth mental health. But the fact that there were always an option is what kept me a happy, healthy, and successful student. I'm here today to offer you some insight into the world of teenage mental health. What's going on? How did we get here? And what can we do? But first, you need to understand that while not everyone has a diagnosed mental illness like I do, absolutely everyone, all of you have mental health. All of us have a brain that needs to be cared for in similar ways that we care for our physical well-being. Our head and our body are connected by much more than just our neck of throat. Mental illness even manifests itself in some physical ways, such as nausea, headache, fatigue, and shortness of breath. So, since mental health affects all of us, shouldn't we be coming up with solutions that are accessible to all of us? That brings me to my second part of my story. When I was in elementary school, I had gotten pretty good at imagining my mental health. I was a successful student, but it was around this time that I began to realize mental health was a much bigger problem than just for me personally. Unfortunately, many cities were touched by multiple suicides done by students. Ladies and gentlemen, so what makes us have mental issues? It is definitely because of physiological stress. That way of thinking seems small in the moment. In fact, it might even make you feel better in the moment. But that way of thinking is eating away at your mental strength. There are 3 kinds of destructive belief that makes us less effective and rob us of our mental strength. The first one is unhealthy belief about ourselves. We tend to feel sorry for ourselves. And while it's okay to be sad when something bad happens, self-pity goes beyond that. The second type is unhealthy belief about others. We think that other people can control us, and we give away our power. But as adults who live in a free country, there is very few things in life that you have to do. The third type is unhealthy belief about the world. We tend to think that the world is ours or something. Here are some simple things that improve our mental health. First, say positive things to yourself. Second, make a gratitude journal. Third, focus on one thing at a certain time. Sometimes we are often in a room with friends, but we don't feel like we are in that place because our dog goes somewhere. Fourth is exercise, because during exercise, the body will release endorphins that help get rid of stress and improve our mood. Eat delicious and healthy food. 6. Be open to someone, because venting is something normal. 7. Do something for others. 8. Rest when tired, both mentally and physically. The 9th, sleep on time. Need to realize that our mental struggles do not detract from our virality, not as our trauma, but our strength. We need to see mental health as important as physical health. We must stop stigmatizing disease and traumatizing the afflicted. Talk to your friends, talk to your loved one. Talk to health professionals before not able to do so, with the confidence that you are not alone. Let's support our government program for our mental revolution. The better mental health we have, the better future we will be. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.